What's going on, you silly sausages? So I've just put together the PMM Pulse Mod Kit for the OP1 8K. I've also grabbed their flex cable thingamabob. So I'll let you know my initial thoughts on them both. So first up, for the people who are super busy and just want the answers right away, we've made a little summary here. Let's go through it. So straight up, I grabbed the solid version with the ultra grip coating. And I didn't think it through too much. There's nothing real special about it, so I wouldn't recommend it for the extra $70 or whatever it was. I reckon stick to the standard. Even though I haven't tried it, there's nothing too special about the grip thingy-mabob, you know what I mean? But yeah, overall, I'd definitely say there is a noticeable upgrade. But if it's worth it, I'm not sure if it's worth it for everybody. So if you are like a big shot Mr. Monopoly man, 400k at Google, then just get it. You can even get the grippy one because you're a rich man, hey? If you are just seeking the best OP1 possible, yeah, grab it. It'll be worth it. And yeah, if you're someone who just loves getting into all the mods and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, you'll probably like it. If you are on a budget or you're that type of person who's like full-on value for money type of person, yeah, I wouldn't be getting this. I'd probably just be sticking to the original. Maybe you get the cord, like it's not that expensive for like that upgrade. Oh yeah, and if you're someone who needs to be constantly changing the switches or whatever, you're always in there, then don't get it, because my initial impression is if you have to keep going in there and fiddling around, the integrity of the unit probably won't last. Like, it feels like something that, yeah, get it done the best you can the first time and then kind of just leave it. I've got no real evidence backing that up, obviously. It was just the vibe I got when I was putting it together. If you're someone who doesn't have, like, the patience to put something together, definitely don't do it. It will take some time, although there is a really good video that they include on their website to put it together. I could tell when putting it together that there was a ton of thought that went into the design process, and you really got to hand it to them for that. Oh yeah, and just quickly on the cable, yeah, it's definitely an upgrade. I reckon go for it, but again, value for money, I'm not sure. It's a bit of a toss-up, depends on you. You'll notice a difference, but is it going to make a huge difference? Yeah, it's hard to recommend, or it's hard to say yes or no. It's just flip a coin and see. Alright, for you busy people, that's about it. Aren't you glad I didn't make you sit there and watch the whole thing and drag you along? You can repay me with a little likey-like, aren't ya? Hey, look at you. Don't have time for us. Yeah, you got that thing called a job, don't you? Yeah, Mr. Big Shot, eh? But if you're a fellow degenerate, or you are working from home, then stick around and I'll get into a bit more detail. Knock knock, it's me with an unboxing. A fool had you going, eh? I am a little bit cheeky. Anyway, have a look at here. Yep, Pulse Solid Ultra Grip. Yeah, it's a box, and boxes contain things, don't they? Ooh. Yep, there's a Tupperware container and a knife and fork. Alright, I'm going to speed this up because it's pretty boring, eh? But we'll get into it. Boom, Tupperware container close-up. Ultra thins, these are the grip tape. The smoothie recipe book. Just joking, they're the skates. Little cloth to polish. Got no idea what the next one is, I didn't even use it. Rods for stability. Tools for tooling. And here it is, the shell of the mod. I obviously didn't record the audio of my initial impression picking this up, but I'm going to reenact it now. Oh golly! Gee willikers, that's light. The Germans have done it again, haven't they? Holding this is quite a riveting experience, isn't it? If someone were to claim this wasn't a significant upgrade on the original production, I would reply, surely you jest. That statement is utter balderdash. So obviously that was a joke, guys. That wasn't actually the reenactment. That was the original. Yeah, but for real though, like the shell, it feels really decent for its weight. So you pick it up and it feels super light. But it doesn't feel like it's like cheap or anything like that. It still feels like a premium product. Obviously, it's not like as good or as hard as the OP1 feeling, but yeah, it's decent. And as I said before, the process of putting it all together, it's pretty straightforward, and it's a really good video helping you out. But yeah, it will take some time. So if you're like worried that you lack the skills or something, bro, no, trust me 100% that if I can do it, you can. I'm not just saying that either. Like, I am pretty special, and I was able to do it. So I'm going to chuck up part of the instruction video just so you guys get the vibe for it. And if you notice, you can tell this guy knows what he's doing, eh? Like, he's got like that full-on German professor, Mr. Professional vibe.
Hey guys, let me show you how to disassemble an OP8K version 1 and 2. Basically no difference. You start by just unscrewing these two screws here at the bottom opening it, if it's a bit heavy, just squeeze the mouse like so, and it opens up.
You can tell he knows what he's doing, eh? If someone can open up an OP1 with one hand, you gotta trust them, eh? You know what I mean? It's like, you know those like chefs who can do like the whole crack open the egg and do that with like one hand? It's the same thing, except like way cooler. So what I have noticed whilst using the mod and the original is it almost feels like a different mouse. It's kind of hard to explain, like it's the same shape, but naturally I'll even start using like a slightly different grip just because of the weight difference. So I can tell that it's like an OP1, but still it just feels like it's its own type of mouse. It's hard to explain unless you've used it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little test. I'm going to do some tracking, do some switching, do some clicking to like emulate some in-game stuff. And so I'm going to use the original and I'm going to use the mod. And I myself can feel the difference, but I want to see it on camera if there's actually like a big visible difference. So I'm going to go like full science mode, right? So we're going to grab each shell and we're going to do 3 runs on each of the categories. You know what I mean? I reckon Professor Germany, he'd be super proud of me. So I'm going to like try and do this like a little bit in German. The shell of the mod, and we have the original. OP1 8K. Boom. So, because this is like a full-on science thing and it's like German themed, I got an old mate he's like a friend of the show. He's a good bloke. Let me bring him on. You might have seen him before. He's actually my supervisor for this experiment, just so I know what I'm doing, you know? And, yeah, he's a bit of a weapon, old Einstein. I'm not too sure about him. He's a little bit different, but anyway. He, because he's the supervisor, he told me that we need some like official German safety, so we've got our safety shoes on, and yeah, we're actually able to hire some lab assistants. And look, I've seen their resumes and stuff. I'm not sure. I think Einstein's he's been a bit cheeky, but he did say that they were the top candidates for the job. So I got to trust Einstein. You know what I mean? Because like, imagine I'd try to disagree with Einstein. Like, it doesn't make any sense, eh? Yeah, we'll bring on our lab assistants. And so, yeah, let's get into the experiment, hey? We're going to do some tracking, switching, some clicking. Not necessarily in that order, but yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll see if my grip changes, how I feel, and I might chit-chat all during it, you know what I mean? Yo, what's geht, my deutschen homies? Bro, is that good or not? Fucking hell. Let me try a little bit more. Also, don't take too much into like the scores. Like this test is just mostly to see if there's a difference with the grip. From what I see, it doesn't seem to be. But when I was playing, I definitely felt that I had like less tension on the modded one. Hallo mein guten Herr, wo kann ein Australischer wie eine große, dicke deutsche Wurst kaufen? Bro, how do you even pronounce this word? Große? And before I forget, I'll do a little bit more on the cable. For what it's worth, I have the Midori cable as well as obviously the original. When I was going into this, when I looked at just the pictures of the PMM one and the Midori one, I think I would have preferred the PMM. But in reality, the Midori cable seems to function better. Although I will say, the bloody extension cord, man. The Midori one just keeps falling out. And as soon as you touch it, you lose connection. Like, it's the most frustrating thing because the wire itself is really good quality. So yeah, I actually did reach out to them on Twitter, and they said for the V2 it's going to be completely fixed. So fingers crossed there. Oh yeah, and in saying that, for the PMM, it's still a really good wire. Don't get me wrong. I'll prefer that one over the original, and even the original, that's a really good wire as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't look too much into it. But yeah, if I had the preference, I'd have the Midori cable, and I'd have the PMM extension cord. Alright guys, I gotta get going. Einstein said me and the lab assistants were all going out to get some beers, and he said he's paying, so I've always been a fan of Einstein, so he's a good bloke, eh? Alright, so, but one thing first, thank you for Sushan, sorry for mein Deutsch. Alrighty, German's supposed to be super easy, eh, if you know English. But if there's someone to fuck it up, it's me. Well, I reckon I keep doing like a little bit of a different language in every video. That'd be pretty fun, eh? But yeah, cheers for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later, hey? Hey guys, it's me from the future. I'm gonna keep this video running so you see me doing all the tracking and switching and stuff. Yeah, make sure to give us a cheeky little subscription, hey? Get to listen to me fuck up some languages, yeah? Alright, catches.